Before we get started, just tell me a little bit about yourself and what brings you on the call today. How can we help?
I am excited to learn a little bit more about this. I've seen a few of my colleagues in the travel industry
Hmm.
using Dubb, and I think that it really is a nice way to quickly share some information with someone who's looking at a trip. I mean, typically it's like, here's the video of what I'm proposing and a quick link in 3 minutes, and then it kind of adds like a little bit of personality to the proposal,
Yeah.
and yeah, it looks real cool.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. So we absolutely have lots of other travel agents using the platform. Sounds like some of your colleagues you know personally. Great. So what I'll do is let me just jump into a little demo here. You sounds like you've already kind of seen something for yourself. Let me just go ahead and make sure you know all what we can do here. Okay.
Yeah, I set up an account, but didn't do anything with it. And then,
Okay.
got sidetracked.
All right. So can you see my screen here?
Yeah.
Okay, great. All right, so the way that the platform works is we can create these videos however we want. So if you feel most comfortable in front of your cell phone or in front of a webcam or with a fancy camera, whatever you want to do, we can create the videos in that way. So there's a really cool mobile app that allows you to do things like front-facing camera, rear-facing camera, so you can show some things, make dynamic little videos with emojis and text on the screen and stuff. Kind of fun.
Oh, cool.
And then you can also use the Chrome extension here to do things like proposal walkthroughs, or the idea is it's a screen recorder. So you have this little webcam feed of you down here. So say if I have like a proposal or a contract or a website navigation, anything where I want to show them on the screen what I'm discussing, that's where I can turn this little tool on. It can say, click here for this, or sign here for this, or this is the rate we discussed, whatever we need to do. We want to provide a little visual for that. So that's the other type of video.
Okay.
So cell phone, webcam, screen recorder, and then of course, like I said, any video you already have, like a promotional video or anything like that, we could also upload to the platform.
Okay, so basically, if you use the extension, you would just kind of click on that, and then is there a file that is it like a link that you send to someone?
Yeah.
Where does that content go?
Exactly. Let me just jump through these couple of things here. I'll probably answer your questions as you go along, but feel free to interrupt me if you have questions along the way. Okay, so the first thing is the creation. As I mentioned, when we create the video, either using the extension or the cell phone or many of the add-ons. Let me ask you this. What email tool are you typically using, like a Gmail or an Outlook or a CRM? What does that look like?
Gmail, yeah.
Okay, cool. So we do have a direct integration with Gmail. So pretend you're in your Gmail and you want to create a video right from here. There's a little Dubb icon right inside of Gmail. So if I give that a click, it gives me access to either my library of pre-recorded content. So here's a video I already recorded. I can say video for Bob, even if it's not for him. He doesn't have to know that. So there is that ability. So, say if you already have frequently asked questions or like proposals already in you've recorded before and you want to send those out and instantly, you can do that. And of course, you can record a brand new one as well. So you just hit record. You can record a brand new video here. I'll go ahead and actually do this for you for the sake of seeing what happens. So we hit record. Hey guys, I just wanted to send you a little video over regarding the proposal we discussed. And then of course the video would be a little bit longer than that. But once it's uploaded, you have some options here for some final customization, because what happens is when you create a video on Dubb, every video on Dubb has its own little video page. So you can see here, I have about 500 videos or so in my library, and every video has its own little page just like this. So this is what the video looks like on the recipient's end. So if I send this through email or text or Facebook or anything, this is what they're going to see on the front end. On the back end of the video, it has a management page like this. So this is where you can edit all the things that you see on this page. So you upload your own logo. There's some call to action buttons for them to engage with, some elements like that we just want to set up one time. So we come into the video, you record a video, we attach all the little things to it that we want. We make the page look the way we want, like the colors and the logo. And then once we set all that stuff up one time, there's a default checkbox so that moving forward, all that stuff happens automatically. So that way we're not spending any amount of time, building pages or doing any coding, nothing like that. We just upload all this stuff once. So we upload the logo, your contact information, maybe some colors that you want to use, and then a background image. And then all you have to do is hit record, and it's going to build this whole page for you automatically.
Cool. Love that.
Yeah. So that's kind of where the way that the management or the data of the video works. So we record it however we want. We customize the look and feel of the video. And then now we're ready to distribute these either through email or text or social media. You said you primarily in Gmail, right?
Correct.
Okay, so if we're in Gmail, all we have to do is, I mentioned, you saw this video I recorded, and you see here under call to actions, I have a couple defaults. So that's why these 3 buttons get added on there automatically. So I can remove these or I can add any different buttons. But if I hit save changes, and now I can put this video into the email, just hit insert. And then so now that video that you saw me, I just recorded that, it's ready to go. And if I email this to somebody, this is what it's going to look like on their end. They're going to have a little animated preview. They're going to see the first name on it. And if they click that, it's going to take them to a video page. As I mentioned, like I have my default settings, so it built all this stuff automatically. There's my calendar integration, so if they want to schedule an appointment, they can.
That's cool.
Yeah, the idea is to just have a couple of buttons there based on what you want them to do. So for my other travel agents, it's typically been a self-serve for the most part. So like the person is, deciding to put their credit card in on their own. Would that be accurate for you as well?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't take payments.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it's always a self-serve kind of thing. So your goal is to point them in the right direction, make them feel excited and all that stuff, but then they're actually doing a checkout themselves, right? Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the purpose of this is really just to add some personal color to what typically would be a traditional in-writing proposal. Yeah.
The other thing that has worked well for our clients, and what we recommend across actually all our industries, is some like social proof on this stage or at this stage.
Okay.
So things like testimonial, client success stories. Like ours goes to like a testimonial video page where it's a bunch of our clients saying how they love the product. For you guys, that would be something different. Maybe just some testimonial from some clients saying, oh my God, working with her has been amazing. They took all the stress out of our travel plans and it was the greatest vacation ever. Something like that. But the idea is to have that social proof right here on that video page. I would say that across all industries, that is the most clicked on button across all platforms, because, because ultimately we want them to do, we want them to put the card in, we want them to make that purchase. Let's say if they're not quite ready for there, we want something to kind of warm them up or to make that decision. And so what works well at that stage is things like, social proof. Like if a friend of theirs said, man, you got to work with her, she's going to make your vacation awesome, that would do it. So in lieu of having their personal friend have that testimonial, maybe we have some other clients that have had a similar story to them. So that is definitely something I recommend have.
Quick question.
Go ahead.
If someone, if I have like a video clip that someone else has created, is there a way to get that into Dubb, or is it only screen recording?
No, absolutely. So any video you have, like if someone shot a video on their phone and they emailed it to you or anything like that, we can upload it to Dubb. The other thing we actually do is Dubb actually has a video collection feature. So say if you had some clients that'd be willing to produce a testimonial video, they don't need to download or sign up or install anything. You just send them one video and then they can send you a video back by clicking a button. And then when they send you that video, you can download that. It comes under video replies right here. So you can download this. You can embed it on a website. You can put it on a playlist like this video here. That usually works really well for testimonial. So you have this really nice offer saying, hey, family, I just wanted to give you a little update about the package we were talking about. Here's those details. Let me know what you think, or, looking forward to whatever. And then at the end of that, it transitions into a testimonial video from a client saying, man, we went on the Disneyland vacation and it was amazing. Zero stress, best vacation ever. So that's kind of the way we want these pages to work is we deliver the stuff that they need to see to get them to make the decision we want. So, I mean, of course, if that's the rough idea of it, just to set this stuff up one time so you have a nice little testimonial video on there, maybe a calendar or whatever works for you in terms of email or text message or phone reply, whatever you want them to be able to do.
I have one quick question about storing the data then too. The way I'd be using it, there would be a difference between content that, I would say is more cornerstone video content versus a quick 3-minute, like, hey, I'm going to take you through a map real quick or whatever.
Exactly.
How long does the content stay around?
What was that? I'm sorry.
How long does the content like stay on the system? I mean, do the videos
delete
after a certain period of time?
So all the videos on the platform by default will be there forever. So until you go manually delete them, there is a setting though where you can set videos to auto delete after a period of time. You can schedule an auto deletion, but by default, the videos will be there for an unlimited amount of time. So no type of automatic deletion by default.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, absolutely. And so complete unlimited storage. That's kind of the idea, because sometimes these videos, it'll be 6 months and they'll go and watch the video again. Like you guys just try. Vacations are very seasonal, and so a year goes by and then they can watch that same video. So we don't recommend deleting stuff unless it, like I said, you have a reason for it to be time restricted. Like you want that video to expire for some reason.
Yeah.
And then
I like the idea of creating videos that would be used again and again.
Yeah, exactly.
As a template or for sample itineraries or something like that.
Exactly. So I personally do a lot of that as well. So like if I click on my extension here, I have I have a tag. So this is Darius Video Tutorials, and it's just a bunch of tutorial videos that I created that I have readily accessible based on that organization. I can also search for them by titles. So yeah, lots of ways to kind of stay organized in there. To your point, exactly. These are all pre-recorded content I deliver, but I have a lot of videos that you'll just access or record in that moment, and both those are available. Yep.
So basically, what we need to do is there's a Chrome extension. Once you have that, it's real easy to record. And the Gmail integration. And how do you set up the Gmail integration? Is that part of the Chrome?
Yeah, so as long as you have the Dubb Chrome extension installed and you're logged into it, you'll automatically have the Gmail add-on available. So first install the Dubb Chrome extension, and then make sure you're logged into it by clicking on it. And if it'll say log in and whatever, make sure it pops up like this. And then make sure you refresh your Gmail so that you'll have the Dubb icon inside there. Let me go ahead and point you to a couple of resources real quick as well. So you see this little eye icon here, right? This is our video tutorial center. So there's going to be video tutorials, little bite-sized videos on everything that the platform can do. The one I recommend to start with is the tutorial video. So this one right here, quick tutorial on Dubb. That's going to show you how to basically build this whole page, how to upload your logo, your contact information, some call to action buttons, background image. It's basically going to show you how to do all that stuff. It's about 8 minutes long, and that covers all the basic account setup. After that is where I would typically recommend to play around with it a little bit after you've done all the basic setup. And then if you still have questions, what we'd say is, because included with a subscription to the platform is that coaching I was describing, where we make sure you have no guesswork involved, all the best practices, things like video length, call to action structure, script type, that's included with the subscription. So what we recommend is, watch the tutorial, get your basic stuff set up, practice it a little bit, get some learnings. You're like, okay, now I have some really specific questions, things like that. And then we would take it to the next step where we, make sure you have everything, all the bells and whistles attached and everything looks good.
Okay, cool. That sounds great. Is there any way, I can't remember when I signed up for this, but is there any way I could have the little free trial extended for a day or two so I can play around with it?
Absolutely, yeah. I can give you a couple more days there on the free trial. So I'll go ahead and knock out your trial for another week. During that, you will have access to everything the platform has to offer. So that's the buttons, the branding, all of it. So I'll go ahead and give you some more time on the trial there. And then whenever you're ready, we'll, like I said, if you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to reach out. There's chat support here. That's a live person. You can search for articles. And then, of course, we can schedule training calls once we're on board.
Awesome. Do you have any samples of other travel users and how they're using the service?
You know what? Actually, I think there might be a stream in our Facebook channel. Just recently, I connected with another travel agent, and because unfortunately, their content I don't have permission to share. It's exclusively there.
Sure.
So without their explicit permission, I couldn't. But with the coaching, I would definitely be able to go really deep into setting up your page based on what assets you have. Other than that, it's kind of what I described. You, like I said, you could use the generic, the tutorial video there is going to give you an idea of what to set up, but without really diving in deep into figuring out what kind of testimonials you have or what does your website look like, what's the structure of your organization, things like that will determine what we can actually put on the video page.
Okay, cool. Well, I'll make a couple videos. I mean, I just want to make sure that it's like super easy and that when I send it to people at work, like that's really more what I'm concerned about.
Yeah.
The cornerstone content, I think, is I actually didn't realize that I wasn't thinking about it for that. I was thinking about it more just for the transaction.
Just the one-offs. So yeah, exactly.
That's cool that there's a lot more use than I was originally thinking.
Absolutely. The other thing I always recommend is, say if you you have some uncertainty or anything like that, you know, when you're sending videos out, please just send a video over to me. I'll watch it. You'll see the tracking come in and all that stuff, and I'll say, hey, it looks like you did this right or this wrong, and then that way we can get all those kind of uncertainty out, and then that way you can start getting videos to real clients and get some great feedback.
Okay, awesome, and that sounds great. I'm excited to play around with it.
Awesome. All right, sounds good. As I mentioned, anything you need, don't hesitate to reach out. Chat support, email support. Go ahead and send me your examples. I'll be happy to QA those.
Awesome, I appreciate it. Thanks
Absolutely.
so much.
All right, have a good one. We'll talk again soon, okay?
Have a good one. Okay,
right.
thanks a lot.
Bye-bye.
Bye.